You're the reason this family has problems, Dad announced at dinner. Everyone nodded. I nodded too. Then I became the reason they had housing problems by stopping the rent payments. I've been my family's ATM for 3 years. $400 a month toward their rent. Never missed a payment, never complained. My sister Ashley is 26, lives with our parents rent-free, works part-time, and has been saving for her own place for 6 years with nothing to show for it. I'm an industrial electrician, 6 figures, own my house. They needed help, so I helped. That Sunday dinner, Ashley announced her car needed a $1,200 transmission repair. She looked at me expectantly. Have you been saving anything? I asked. It's hard to save on minimum wage, she shot back. You don't pay rent. Mom cooks your meals. Where does your money go? Her face flushed. Not everyone can be as perfect as you, Jake. Jake, maybe you could help your sister out, Mom suggested. I already help with your rent every month. Ashley's eyes filled with tears. Oh, so now you're throwing that in their faces? Dad leaned forward. Jake, we need to talk about your role in this family's problems. I thought he was joking. He wasn't. Your constant criticism, your lack of empathy. You're always creating conflict, Mom said. I pay $400 a month toward your rent, and you never let us forget it, Dad replied. Ashley was sobbing now. You make everything about money. Some of us struggle, but you don't care, do you? I sat there in disbelief. They were making me the villain while I bankrolled their lifestyle. You judge her constantly, Mom said quietly. We can tell how you look at us. Dad delivered the killing blow. Jake, you're the reason this family has problems. I looked at each of them. Mom nodded. Ashley nodded through tears. Nobody disagreed. Interesting, I said. Don't be sarcastic, Dad warned. I'm not. I genuinely find it interesting that the guy who pays your rent every month is the problem. There you go again, Ashley said. I stood up. You're right, I am the problem. So, I'm removing myself from the situation. I walked out, drove home, and made my decision. That night, I canceled the automatic $400 transfer. Then I sent a group text. After tonight's conversation, you're right. I am the problem. So I'm solving it by removing myself. No more rent payments. No more family dinners. Good luck figuring things out without my toxic influence. My phone exploded. 7 missed calls by morning. I ignored them all. 3 days later, Dad showed up at my house. We can't afford the rent without your help. Sounds like you should figure something out. What do you want us to do? Get Ashley a full-time job. Have her contribute. Live within your means. She's trying. She's been trying for 6 years, Dad. See? This is exactly what we were talking about. You're judgmental. I'm being honest. There's a difference, and I'm done apologizing for it. The landlord sent a late notice. Not my problem anymore. You told me I was the problem, so I'm removing it. He tried every angle. I refused them all. Week 6, Ashley showed up at my job site. We're going to lose the house. Then you should have thought about that before calling me the source of your problems. I'm begging you. Please help us. Let me ask you something. Do you think I'm judgmental and unsupportive? She hesitated. Sometimes you can be harsh. Yes or no? Fine. Yes. So why would you want help from someone you think is judgmental? Wouldn't that just reinforce your negative feelings? It's not about feelings. It's about survival. Exactly. It's not about family or relationships. It's about money. You need my money, so you're pretending you want a relationship. She started crying. Please, Jake. No. You're an adult. Act like it. By week 8, they were officially evicted. 30 days to move out. They tried everything. Mom left scripted voicemails about forgiveness. Ashley had friends corner me with concern. Dad sent people to ambush me with calls. Nothing worked. Day 29, Dad called for one last meeting. We made a huge mistake, he said, looking broken. Which one specifically? All of them. We were wrong. Would you be here apologizing if you weren't being evicted? He couldn't answer. That's what I thought. We're going to be homeless in 2 days. What do you want me to do? Get a second job. Make Ashley work full-time. Downsize. Stop living like someone else will bail you out. You're really not going to help? No. He walked out defeated. 2 days later, they moved into a cramped 2-bedroom apartment. Ashley finally got a full-time job. Mom picked up more hours. Dad works 6 days a week. Month 4, I got a letter from Mom. You were right about everything. We took advantage of you, then blamed you for standing up for yourself. We're figuring things out now, like we should have all along. Month 6, Ashley called. You were right. I was spoiled. I blamed you because it was easier than taking responsibility. I've been working full-time for 3 months, paying rent, saving money. I'm actually proud of myself. Good for you, I said, and meant it. Maybe they learned. Maybe they're manipulating better. Either way, I'm free. And watching them struggle, that feels like justice.